107.5 WBLS, your number one source for R&B.
Welcome back to New York, Heather Headley. Welcome back to us. We miss you so much, and we're so glad to see you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me back.
I mean, I miss you from The Lion King, from Nala. I remember you from that. You did so much other live theater, hit records. I wish I wasn't. I can't sing it, but I loved it. And then I kind of like, poof, I kind of missed you so much.
Yeah.
What you been doing?
Well, in the past few years, I got married, had 2 kids, and being mommy and wife, and still doing music, of course, you know, and went to London for a little bit and did The Bodyguard over there to get it ready to come over here on Broadway. And so I didn't feel like I was gone for some extent, but yeah, I guess I was. So now it's really amazing to be back in New York.
You have, I saw 2 beautiful, lovely children, 2 of them.
They are.
Is that part of what you really want to invest time in, your children at one point?
I did. I wanted to make sure that I didn't miss it. All these moms had said, you know, it goes by so quickly. And you want to be able to see them grow and invest in them at a young age. And so I was really happy that at the time I could do that, just to take a little bit of time off and to be mommy to them and to love on them and grow with them and have them teach me and grow me and mature me. So it's been a lot of fun being with them.
In fact, you just recently talked a little bit about Janet Jackson because she came off the tour.
Yeah.
And she wants to have a family.
Yeah.
And people were really criticizing her, you know,
Yeah.
what is she doing to the fans and blah, blah. And you defended her.
I did. You know, I do believe as an artist and also as a ticket buyer that if, you know, we are not going to be there, yes, you should maybe get your refunds and stuff like that. But I found it, I found it sad that people found her to be, it was almost like, how dare you get pregnant and have a family? You're Janet Jackson, you're supposed to perform for us. And I thought, you know, this woman has performed for us since she was, 14, 13 years old. And if she wanted to take some time to have a family and take some time for herself to do that, why not allow her that? She's given so much to us, and not just her entire family has been just such a great source of entertainment for us. So yeah, I thought I'd defend her, not only as a fan, but as a mommy,
As a mom.
I guess. Yeah, so I wish her all the best.
Speaking of great entertainers, of course, you are one.
You're kind.
And again, we miss you, but you're coming back.
Yeah.
Kind of full circle. I mean, from Broadway, Lion King, and some other stuff and songs, and now you're coming back.
Yes, yeah. And what a circle to be a part of. What an amazing circle to be a part of. I'm so humbled, honored, excited, nervous.
Nervous?
A little scared to be back in New York and to be back in New York with the show.
Nervous?
I am. Just because the show is so amazing. I didn't expect when I was sitting there that day to be to fall incredibly in love with it. My husband fell in love with it. And this is such a great show, but such an amazing story. And the cast is ridiculously good. And so I want to be able to plug into that and try to give my own self to it, be as good as they are, and hope to be that. And so, yes, that makes me nervous.
Are you channeling a little Suge Avery in your...
Every day I get in the mirror and I'm like, okay, what would Suge do today? And so my husband is, I think he's going to be very excited because every day I'm like, And I've called, my husband's from his family's from Alabama and Mississippi, so I've told everybody that they have to talk to me Southern from now on. Nobody must speak to me any other way but Southern.
I'm so glad. So, I mean, you're really into it, and you're glad to be back.
Yes.
You think that there's something special that you want to do with the part?
I was so struck by what a spiritual experience the show is. I found myself at the end of it, and you know this, like people are standing on their feet, women are in church. It was almost like, I told people the other day, I was like, bring your church fans and your iced tea and let's get on the porch. I was very struck by how spiritual it is, and what a story of redemption. Here are three women who are broken, this one woman who's broken and battered, and how that rise from being at the depths to how we can bring our sisters out and say, you are beautiful, and send them on their way. And I hope, Jennifer is doing it already. I hope that I can do just as much as she has and be able to bring that to it, bring a source of strength to all the women in the audience, even women in the audience who are going through anything like that, to say you are beautiful and you can get through whatever you're going through, and that there is redemption, and that God thinks you're beautiful, and I think you're beautiful, and the world thinks you're beautiful. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So hopefully.
I remember you talking early on in your career about the strength you got from your family.
Yes.
In imbuing you with the feeling that you are important, you are
Yes.
beautiful, you are someone in this world.
Yes,
that
it's such a validation, because a lot of times we may not get it from the outside, but to have your family and your loved ones say, I think that you're okay. I think that you're special. And I think a lot of kids, a lot of people don't get that at home, and it really does change the course of who they are. We know that. But to have my family stand behind me, and to this minute stand behind me. My husband is the one who is kicking me out of the house. It's my husband who sat in that theater and said, I love this show. You have to do it. It's him and his parents and my mom and my children who stand behind me and say, we're going to push you forward. And with that support, I can do anything.
That's amazing. He supports you, your children. I mean, sometimes a man can get a little possessive.
Amen.
I mean, you're a beautiful woman, you've got kids, and you can say, well, stay home. You've done that, been there.
Yes.
I love that.
No, he has. He's the one who's kicked me
Well.
out. But he has. He's pushed me to it and said, I think that you have to do this. I believe in your talent. I believe in what you can bring to this role. And has said, go on and we will support you. We will fly in and be there, and I will change my jobs and stuff and come work from New York. And I am eternally grateful to him for that.
Heather, what's the difference, or is there a difference between the Heather Headley we knew a long time ago and who you are now?
The difference is that I have these two incredible little boys and this amazing husband who love me with all their heart. And no matter what happens on the stage, no matter what happens in New York, I go home to an amazingly loving home. And there is nothing better than that. I thought I was loved the last time we spoke, you know what I mean? But since then, I have known this unconditional love of these kids, that even when my pasta is a little too al dente, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And the food's not that great.
It's still mommy's food.
Yeah, and
mommy.
the house is not that clean, that they still show up and they say, hey, mommy. And at night they go, I love you. And that means the world to me. So with that support, with that spine of a family, you can do anything. So that, I think that would be the difference, that I found that great love, and and in their love found God's love even more, and love of friends, and this great group of community that has come around me. So it's been good.
Speak to your fans. Tell them, I don't know, I'm back. I love you. You have a message for your fans?
I would love to say to my friends, as I call them, the fans, that I am so grateful for all your support and all your love, for all of you who've bought the albums, who've stopped me in streets and in the grocery and say, I love your music. It has meant the world to me. And I am so excited to be back in New York in this show. And so, like I said before, I hope you all come to New York and see us. Grab your fans, grab your iced tea, meet me on the porch, and I'll show you what the color purple is all about. We, our cast, will show you what the color purple is all about. So come to New York and see us, and thank you.
And of course, the people in New York, you have a lot of built-in fans in New York, especially in Brooklyn, being a Trinbagonian.
Trini, yes, to the bone.
A message to your Trinbagonian
Well,
people.
that's another thing. This is so funny. My Trinidadian family came in last night. They're actually in America today. And I have such a love for our little island. That's where I learned to sing. It's where I learned how to be a woman and see all these beautiful Caribbean women just, walking the streets, not even knowing that they were kind of royalty, to sway their hips and carrying water on their heads. And so I have to thank my Caribbean people for just showing me how to be a woman, showing me how to sing, teaching me about singing, God, church, everything. And so even though I've spent so much of my life in America, there is this huge part of me that's still Trini to the bone. My blood still runs Trinidadian. I still have curry in my pantry. That's it. I have curry and green seasoning.
Which is
in
very
my
healthy.
fridge. It is. It's amazing.
Who knew?
Right? Well, of course, Trinidadians, we know everything. So coconut water and curry, you can live on it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, we just love you. We thank you for coming back to
Thank
us
you.
because we missed you.
No, thank you.
We
And
will
let
see
me
you
say
in the
one
color
more thing.
purple.
WBLS has always been amazing to me and to my music, and they played it and all the. So I have to say thank you to you guys, because I can't even tell you how many times being in the car coming through New York and hearing, hey, Heather Headley, WBLS, and being like, yes, thank you. So you guys have always been such a great friend to artists and to theater and to me especially. So that would be my third thank you. Thanks to you guys as well.
And come out with another record so we can go, and here we go, with Heather Headley
We will.
on the
No
ones and
problems.
twos.
No problems.
Thank you so much.
Thanks much.